In the quiet town of Greenfield, the Johnson family decided to start anew in an old house that had a mysterious charm. Mark, a caring father, moved in with his wife, Lisa, and their 2 children, Amy and Jake. Little did they know that their cozy home concealed a secret waiting to unfold. As the first night settled over Greenfield, the Johnsons gathered in the living room. The flickering fire provided warmth as the wind whispered through the old trees outside. Unbeknownst to them, something sinister lurked in the darkness, an entity with a nefarious plan. It started subtly creaks in the floor, whispers echoing through empty halls, and faint giggles lingering in the air. The Johnsons dismissed these sounds as quirks of an old house adjusting to its new inhabitants. Yet, the entity in the shadows had a more insidious plan. It watched the family, learning the cadence of their voices, the nuances of their laughter, and the comforting rhythm of their conversations. And then, it began to mimic. One evening, as the family sat around the dinner table, Lisa heard her own voice calling from the hallway, asking her to come upstairs. Puzzled, she excused herself, only to find the upstairs corridor empty. Downstairs, her family continued their meal, unaware of the eerie imposter echoing her every word. The entity's mimicry grew bolder. It copied Amy's laughter during playtime, Mark's comforting words during bedtime stories, and even the hushed exchanges between Lisa and Jake during late-night talks. The family, unaware of the malevolence in their midst, continued their lives, oblivious to the unseen force weaving itself into their home. As the mimicry intensified, the Johnsons began to feel a disconcerting familiarity in their daily interactions. A feeling that something was slightly off, like an uncanny echo of their own lives. Mark, the perceptive father, couldn't shake the unease that permeated the household. Shadows seemed to linger a moment too long, and echoes of voices resonated in the quiet corners of the house. One night, as the family gathered in the dim glow of the living room, a chilling realization dawned on them. They heard Jake's voice, playful and mischievous, calling from the depths of the backyard. Bewildered, they peered into the darkness, only to find Jake sitting quietly among them. The sinister entity reveled in the confusion it sowed. It had become an unseen puppeteer, manipulating the very essence of the Johnson family. Fear, like a contagion, infected their once harmonious home. Determined to confront the malevolent force, Mark sought the help of a local paranormal investigator. Together, they delved into the history of the house, uncovering a dark tale of a previous resident driven to madness by an entity that could mimic voices. Armed with this knowledge, the Johnsons faced a harrowing night of confrontation. The entity, no longer confined to the shadows, materialized as a grotesque amalgamation of distorted voices. Its whispers twisted and contorted, echoing the family's deepest fears and insecurities. In a desperate bid to banish the entity, the investigator performed a ritual to sever its connection to the Johnson family. The air crackled with tension as incantations filled the room, and the entity fought back with a cacophony of voices that resonated through the house. With a final, spine-chilling scream, the entity dissipated, leaving the Johnson family shaken but liberated from its insidious influence. The house, once a silent accomplice to malevolence, returned to a semblance of normalcy. As the Johnsons rebuilt their lives, they couldn't erase the haunting memories of the entity that had infiltrated their home. The echoes of voices, once a source of comfort, now served as a chilling reminder that some entities, fueled by darkness, could mimic not just the sounds of life but also the very essence of the souls they sought to possess.